And now,
a Zone It 91.3 91-second movie review.
5, 4, 3, 2, and
action!
The Many Saints of Newark comes to us a near decade and a half since The Sopranos was on the small screen. And while this film both stands out on its own as a gripping gangster drama and scratches the itch of most fans of the HBO series, it mildly suffered from a lack of what the TV show had: time. What made me love The Sopranos so much was the time it took to grow the wealth of depth in their characters and storylines. And while The Many Saints of Newark contained fantastic performances from a damn near perfect cast, it felt a bit overambitious to not only act as a prequel to a world that was built in 86 episodes, but to also expand its universe by introducing rival gangs and setting it against the backdrop of the Newark riots in the late 60s. Because of this, the film felt as a whole like a tug of war of important narratives, and with a 2-hour runtime, it fell somewhat short in areas of the overall story. This makes me think that The Many Saints of Newark would have worked out better as a limited series rather than a 2-hour movie. Still, if you're even a moderate fan of the show or you can simply appreciate a good gangster flick, The Many Saints of Newark is definitely not one to skip. Alessandro Nivola gives a fantastic performance as Dicky Moltisanti. With the film in part being a Tony Soprano origin story, Nivola's performance as Tony's uncle gives us a great look into the influence he had on the HBO protagonist. Michael Gandolfini steps into the shoes of his late father's character, and while I was worried this casting choice was going to be all buzz with no payoff, I was pleased and at times mesmerized by his performance. So while The Many Saints of Newark was slightly shy of the bullseye, it will leave fans of The Sopranos satisfied and possibly dusting off their old DVD box sets.
Cut! That's a wrap!